Hello, everybody. Welcome in. It is CLX Foundry Live, where we dive deep inside somebody's computer and we put it all together. I'm your host, DJ Blue PDX, and joining us as always live from our studios in Wichita, Kansas, it is our lead technical expert, Paul Steffens, and our master builder, Zach Killingsworth.
Hello.
Gentlemen, how goes it?
Hi. How's it going?
So, we've got a project. Who is this project for today?
This is for Malik in Virginia.
I used to live in Virginia.
The lovely tree state.
There's trees there, right?
Yeah.
I'm sure there are.
Oh, yeah.
Or at least a couple.
Yeah. Okay, so what are we going to do? Put this in there for?
All right, so Malik has custom configured a set off our website. So starting out with our processor, we've got the Intel Core Ultra 9 285K. To cool that, we've got our 360 AIO. This one does have the RGB heat spreaders on it. For our motherboard, we've got the MSI Pro Z890-P. Wi-Fi. For our memory, we've got 2 sticks of Corsair, 16 gigabyte DDR5, 6400 speed, so a total of 32 gigs of DDR5 memory in this system. For our storage drive, we've got a 1 terabyte T-Force G50 NVMe M.2 drive, and for our video card, we've got an RTX 5060 Ti. We've also got 6 case fans going in this for the Game DSA OLED M2s in black, and an ASRock 850 watt 80 plus gold power supply. What's up, Punk Nub?
Nice. Well, that sounds like a fun project. Mm-hmm. And of course, it's all going to be put inside of a CLX Set E2 Elite. All right. Let's get on it. It's not used to Zach with short hair. It's just tied up. So did you cut it off? Oh my God. I just thought you had pulled it back.
Nah, it's been cut for like 3 weeks now.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I was gone. I was gone the last 2. So. Yeah, agreed, Temperance. Hello, welcome in. Paul is lip syncing? Yes.
What? Call me
Just
Ashley
JJ's
Simpson.
life over there on YouTube. Hi.
That's that millennial reference. If you know, you know.
Yep. Bye, bye,
Yes.
bye.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so now this system comes with fans, but we're going to be replacing those. Is that correct?
We will be leaving these in and then adding more to it.
Got it. Okay, cool. So unlike some of our other cases where we've got usually a power shroud that is in the back, this is a much thinner case. So the motherboard is going to be just right there on the back of the PC. Ta-da. So anybody do you do bald next time? Really keep people on their toes?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, we can come in with some skin caps on.
Oh, dear God.
We could be swimmers.
3 bald boys. There we go.
Yeah, buddy.
building basics with the bald
With
buddies.
the bald boys. Building basics by the bald boys.
Mm-hmm.
Hello, my Kinston. Wow. Well, I mean, it is Florida.
Florida.
Okay, so now we're getting all of this taken apart.
Swift reference for, you know.
So for somebody who's building their PC for the first time, and they're getting their case ready, what's some good tips that you can give them when it comes to how you're going to make that happen?
Get all your zip ties all snipped and side panels taken off like we've done here. That way you don't have to deal with them. See Zach pulling off all this stuff. He's going to get all the zip ties, snips, cables undone. Typically there's going to be like a clear bag of screws. Get that pulled out. Get everything stripped down as much as you can for what you're going to use. So great way to start there.
Rattler, hello, welcome in. Funk Nub, yep, I'm in the same place, dude. Same place. Okay. So, how was everybody's Valentine's Day, or as I like to call it, Singles Awareness Day?
That was good. We didn't really do anything. We've got some plans this weekend. So the gym does like a Valentine's Day where they'll watch your kids for like $15 for the night, and you can go do stuff. So
Oh, wow.
What else did we do? I don't think we did anything. So, wah, wah, wah. I got her flowers, and she got me a card, and we got the kids some candy. So did all the.
There we go.
We spent our money as we should, you know.
I went with a friend to a restaurant so we could sit there and laugh at all the couples who got in a fight.
Oh, man.
I know, grim. All right, and this is a gorgeous motherboard. This, of course, is the MSI Pro Z890P Wi-Fi. It's got some great heat spreaders on there, and it comes with a lot of options here. All right, so taking a look at that back, let's take a look at that side panel there. This is your I/O shield. We've got obviously your the BIOS flash button, and then you're going to have your Thunderbolt 4 40 gig Type C. That's fast. You're obviously your display port, your HDMI port, and then you've got a series of USB 2s, USB 3, and 3.2, along with your Ethernet and your Wi-Fi antennas plus your audio. There you go. So tons of options for this. So the processor is going to be an Intel Core Ultra 9 285K. So I'm still trying to figure out what the 285K is referencing to, but Paul, tell us a little bit about this processor.
So this is a 24-core, 24-thread processor. It's from the new line from Intel. It's their Ultra 9, so this is top line right here. It's going to game, do workstation stuff. It's going to do everything that you throw at it. You're paying a lot for this. It's worth it. It's going to do a ton. So within those 24 cores, we got 8 performance cores and 16 efficiency cores. It's got a base speed of 3.7, and it will boost all the way up to 5.7. So a huge difference from their previous generation is there's no longer hyper-threading on the P cores. The way the chiplet design is all set up, they've got a processor that can really perform well, but also be extremely efficient when you're not gaming or not using it to its full potential.
Gotcha. Rutleros asks, 2.5 gig internet? No. 5 gig internet. 5 gig LAN. Yes. Yeah, so we've got everything from USB 2s to 5 gig ports, 10 gig ports, and a 40 gig port.
40 gigs.
Up and down. That's the way to do it. Okay. So, we've got a processor in there. Next up, what are we doing?
We'll get our AIO installed next.
All right, so those of you who've watched the show know what the AIO is, but just in case we've got somebody new who doesn't, Paul, what's an AIO and how do they work?
Stands for all-in-one. So this is our liquid cooler. It's going to be what's cooling our processor. These come out of the box ready to go. I always recommend going with an AIO. There's already coolant inside of here. We didn't do anything before the show to prep this. This is exactly what you would do if you got this at home. So the coolant that's in it, it's in there forever. These can last a decade. Like, I'm not even exaggerating. These are a great way to cool your system. You don't need to ever add fluid to it or anything like that. Depending on your AIO, it's going to have a few different sets of hardware, so you do want to make sure you grab the mounting hardware that matches your motherboard socket type. So for this one, we're obviously using an Intel. It's an LGA 1851 socket, so we're just making sure we use that hardware. And most of the time with Intels, they fit the same between like their 115X to 1700 1851. So it usually doesn't change that much. And then also, depending on the AIO, it's going to have a few wires coming out of it. Now, typically, you're going to have one that goes to your CPU header or your AIO pump header on your motherboard, and the other is typically an RGB connection. So this one has that fan header and then just a standard 3-pin RGB.
Nice. There we go. Now, as you noticed, when Zach was mounting it down, he did the screws in a specific way. Zach?
Yes, just like Dad taught us with changing a flat tire, we want to bounce around. We want to go in a perfect circle. We want to go catty corner. That applies pressure evenly across a board, and that will allow our motherboard and our processor to be safe.
I was going to say Maynard something because you said a perfect circle and it just came to me. You know, what's his first name? Maynard. James Maynard, Keenan Maynard. I don't know. The lead singer,
In England, it's
Tool, and A
pronounced-
Perfect Circle, and all them stuffs. What other band does he got? He's got another band he's in. Fine.
All right, so now we're getting this up in here and ready. Oh, I really got to hand it to you, Zach.
Lucifer, that's the other band.
The way that you do the wrapping of the wires around the AIO is so clean.
Thank you.
Just fantastic. You go opposite direction always. Nope. Zip ties, the key to cleanliness when it comes to all of your cables. Okay. Now, it's time for some RAM. Gotta have a way for your brain to think. And that's going to be two 16 gig sticks of Corsair DDR5 6400. And this is, again, I think this is one of the fastest ones that we offer.
Yep.
Yeah. I have a straight up 6000 and it's crazy fast. This is 6400 is even better.
That guy. Maynard James Keenan. What a strange man. He makes some good music.
Hashim! Hello! What's going on, my friend? Good to see you. Okay, so now what you can see that Zach's doing is taking off all the plastic from the heat spreader for the hard drive. Well, it's not a hard drive, it's an M.2. And so putting in there is going to be a 1 terabyte T-Force G50 NVMe M.2. And yep, Zach, just point that out and tell us how you're doing it.
Yeah, so this has a little twist knob to lock the NVMe drive in. Just like our memory modulars and our processor, they can only go in one way. So just install it that direction and lock it in place.
There we go. Nice. And it goes right back on. It looks super clean. And next. Now we got our case back in. How do I choose the position? How do I choose the position of the M.2? Are all equal? Ooh.
It depends on your motherboard. So typically you're going to want to use the slot we call it the top slot, but it is the slot that is closest to your processor. Some motherboards, all the NVMe slots are the same speed. Some, the top slot will be the faster one. So sometimes the top slot on like a nice motherboard today, the top slot would be like a Gen 5 NVMe and the others would be Gen 4s. But it just depends on your motherboard. Now they can only be installed one way. But unlike the other stuff in your PC, like your memory and your CPU, your NVMe drives are backwards compatible. So if you do have a Gen 5 slot, you can put a Gen 3 or a Gen 4 NVMe drive in there. It's just obviously going to run at the speed of the Gen 3 or Gen 4, whatever the drive is, not the slot.
One thing to note, when you're putting your motherboard into your case for the first time, you want to make sure you have all the standoffs in place so that they all fit into a hole. So if your motherboard doesn't, if the IO shield on the motherboard doesn't sit and meet up, it means you're missing standoffs. It doesn't line up. You're very welcome. Yeah, Hashim says, love the black and white motherboards. Very industrial looking. Yeah. It's a good balance.
When I hear industrial, I think of those people with the cool pants and the cool dances. You know what I'm talking about?
Ravers?
Yep. Like the industrial metal stuff from back in the day. Kyle would be, I would think he is industrial. Scarecrow.
I just think of Party Boy
Party boy.
from the Wild Boys.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, Lord.
Oh my gosh. I forgot about
Yeah.
that part of life. That was so big. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, the days of the raves were amazing back in the day, but now, just too old for that.
Yeah, I don't think I'd survive a rave now.
You have to go. We would have to go to the silent raves
Oh yeah,
where they
just
wear
put the headphones
everyone
on.
wears headphones.
Down for that.
So, Ratlero, why do you? So Ratlero says it mentions, I hate white on hardware. In time, it becomes yellowish. Paul?
It definitely can, but it stands
are
up
you
quite a bit
smoking around
now.
it?
You got to be vaping around there, man.
Yeah, don't be vaping, don't be smoking around it. Yeah, because mine's all white and there's no yellow.
It stays pretty good now.
Yeah. Not a smoker? Good. Smart man. There we go. See, I knew we agreed on something. All right, so now I've got this in here. Now, unlike some designs where the AIO is on the top of the case, this AIO is just like mine, it's on the side. So, Paul, what are the tips and tricks to make sure get this put in there correctly and in the right direction?
It's one of the most controversial topics in the PC building world right now. Where to mount your AIO. Here, we want our tubes to be above the pump where they go into the radiator. So these tubes, they're going into the radiator, we want them above this. Now sometimes you can put it in the top of the case and the whole thing's above it. That's great. The biggest thing here is we don't want these tubes under the radiator. But all this fussing about that type of stuff, if your tubes are below it, it's really not a huge deal. It is okay. It just could cause air that's inside of your AIO to get to your pump. And if you're familiar with air and pumps, it's not good. So you want to avoid that. So that's why we're doing it like this. If we had like a 240 rad, we would probably put it in the top of this case. This case is designed for it to go in the front. So
Yeah. The pumps belong in the jam.
The jam.
Now, are we going to be doing just a push, a pull, or a combo?
We'll be pushing air through this radiator. So where you're seeing these fans be installed, our front panel is going to sit right over top of that. The front panel does have these cutouts you can see in these little windows here. Okay. So this is our front panel. This is obviously the side that you're going to see, but there's these big holes for airflow to come through. So.
Yeah, the first time I saw that case, I did not notice that, and I was trying to figure out how it's going to be getting air. But yeah. Getting that screwed in and mounted. Yes. Now, oh, there's a little box of something on the back right there. It's looks like a stop. Nope, a little bit to the left. Is that for
This?
Yeah.
You know what this is for? This is for vertically mounting your GPU. So I'm going to screw this real tight. So we're not going to use it. Zach, can I borrow your muscles?
Zach
So
said
all
it's
this
cool.
is right here, this is just a little tab that folds out. If you were vertically mounting your GPU, this folds out. You can take it off and you'll notice these are the slot covers that look just like these slot covers. So this is going to stay in, but yeah, you do have the capability to vertical mount in this case.
So, is there an advantage at all to vertically mounting your graphics card?
Yeah, it looks really cool.
Performance-wise, though?
Performance-wise, no.
No, the same thing. Gotcha.
No. Someone might argue cooling, but they would be a fool. Starting
All
fights
right.
today, Zach. We're picking fights today.
Those two fans.
You woke up and chose violence. Gotcha. One thing to note from this side, you can see the 4 feet that this has, so it's going to give it some distance, so that you can get the air up into it to the power supply. There we go. I only do it if the motherboard is particularly beautiful. Got it. Yeah. Like, well, we're gonna hide this thing. Sometimes you have to do what you have to do. Okay.
What's your favorite Olympic sport, DJ? Winter Olympic sport.
I'm gonna be. I've been trying to catch up with everything, but I love the figure skating, but hockey has been just wild to watch. Both the men's and the women's hockey it's just been incredible. The combo group snowboard race, that path is insane.
I didn't get to see
That
that.
whole downhill path, it's wild.
That sounds awesome. I haven't got to see any snowboarding. I've seen a little bit of the skiing, but
Are you watching on NBC or you have a Peacock?
I have Peacock.
There you go. Yeah, that's the way to go.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, I always forget
'cause you
that
can just
it's, like,
scroll over
on
and-
during the day. So
Oh, yeah.
I missed some of it.
I will say one thing about it. If you're gonna, this is just for me. I hate commercials with a passion. So if you watch the replay, once the event is actually over live and you get the replay option, you can watch it without any of the commercials.
Oh, nice. Okay.
It's a great way to just kind of work around.
Yes. I was watching some of that skeleton. That stuff was really crazy. Have you seen that? Like where it's like a bobsled track, but they're just on a sled.
Yeah,
It's
that
nuts.
that seems like there's not. I don't know.
It seems like death.
I kind
is
of want to.
awaiting.
I don't want to die, and so therefore I don't think that sport's for me.
Yeah, they're like rocketing down the luge with nothing but a helmet on, but they're going head first, and it's like that helmet's not going to stop your neck from snapping.
No.
So
Yeah, you're
I don't know.
gonna punch your forehead down to your knees.
Yeah.
Good grief. Yeah, my sense of self-preservation is a little bit too strong there.
Oh man.
But yeah, I always love the Olympics. Just always been a
fun.
thing. Well, it's something my mom and I used to always watch,
Oh, nice.
especially when we were kids.
Yeah. Are the summer ones offset by 2 years? Is that how they did
Yes.
it? So every
Yeah.
2 years
Yeah.
we get one? Okay.
It was way too hectic to do it all at once because there was no way to broadcast everything, and you have to have two completely different environments. So, yeah.
I see. Forget who I was talking with about that, but they were saying they thought it was that way. And I was like, that sounds right, but I didn't know for sure.
Yeah. We would get more Olympics all the time.
I'm all for that.
Yeah. I'm really wanting to see how the U.S. and Canada do it against each other for hockey.
Yes, I know.
I have not seen that game yet.
I think that'll be like the gold medal game, maybe, or if it can be. I don't
Probably.
know.
Yeah.
They're both doing
I do know
so good.
our figure skaters have been doing absolutely incredible, especially the group team. Actually, and Malik in Virginia is getting this PC. Well, that is also where Ilya Malinin is from. And he was the breakout star that everybody was expecting to get gold. And his last run for the men's free skate absolutely destroyed it. He fell down like twice.
I heard.
Missed
yeah.
a bunch of jumps. He ended up in 8th place after being pegged for first.
Oof.
It's truly sad. What's up, Necro? How you doing?
Necro.
Yeah. Rattler, my thing is when it comes to I loathe political ads for starters. Number two, medical commercials where they say this could do this, but it's going to cause A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, and I, and all the way down the alphabet. I don't want to hear all the side effects because I'm not taking it. I want to know. I'll talk to my damn doctor.
There've been so many
Okay.
eczema commercials recently. Like, man.
Yeah. Yep. Oh my God! I got another letter from the AARP.
Oof.
I know it's straight up insulting. One thing to note here now, Zach, you have limited space back here for the cable management. So how does that change the way that you coordinate all the cabling?
Well, it really emphasizes the 3 different cables. By keeping them separated, it really helps you to keep everything organized. Yeah, just know what you're got to be working with. So.
And it's okay for those cables to be touching the back of the motherboard, right?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Houses.
Nice. Now, I saw you plug in some things into that little PCB down there. What is that?
that is our fan hub. So that controls all of the fans in the case, gives them the color, gives them the speed, does all of the fun stuff.
Sweet. Sweet Caroline. Now, Paul's got in his hands something fun. We've got the NVIDIA GeForce RTX 5060 Ti. So that's a dual fan. I have not seen many 50 series with two fans.
Dual fan. It's like a fish. If I hold it out here, it looks bigger.
So tell me a little bit about this tiny little graphics card.
All right, so this is a 16 gig 5060 Ti. We've got 3 display ports and 1 HDMI coming out. Obviously, it's from Gigabyte. Really solid card here. It's going to fit in almost every single case. It's got a single 8-pin power connector, but it is on this side, so that's something a little bit unique about this. So other than that, pretty standard. Got a good backplate on it, good cooling, all that stuff. Really solid middle-of-the-road card here.
Nice. It's funny you mentioned the Offspring, Rattler. You got to keep them separated. I have heard more of the Offspring in the last several weeks because a bunch of people have been using different songs of theirs at the Olympics, which is wild because I loved the Offspring back in the day. I'm pretty fly for a white guy. Okay, so now we get all these done. Is there a specific pattern to which you want to, certain things you want to tie together and certain ones you don't?
It really just, you just want to take care of like case cables, which is going to be your USBs, your HD audios, your front panel headers, and all that fun stuff. And then you have your fan cables, those are going to be your fans. Some fans don't have hubs, so if your fan does have a hub, then you need to make sure that you get the hub powered and controlled and everything like that. And then the last cables we will be playing with will be our power cables, which naturally is the power supply. With those cables, you just want to make sure that you use the right cables for the power supply and that your power supply is strong enough to power all of the toys inside your machine.
That's one of the benefits of building out your system on our website because it makes sure that you're going to have enough power. And if you don't, it's going to tell you about it. It's not going to let you move forward. So, Cosworth, what's going on? Been playing Space Marine 2, and the execution moves are so brutal, I can't hear the Mortal Kombat finish him in my head.
Yes, they are awesome. It has been a while since I played Space Marine 2, but oh my gosh, yes. That game was
Now, Space
great.
Marine 2, is that also a Warhammer?
Yep.
Ah.
It is.
Yeah, I don't know what happened when it came to Vermintide 2, because I played them, and they were fun back on Mixer, as we had that mix setup that your audience could choose things for the game, either give you health or send 8,000 monsters after you. They had to pay for it, but it was great to see how many times we just got slaughtered until we finally got people to help. Give us health! Give us health! Give them another monster. Why?
That's a pretty cool thing. I didn't know that it was like that.
Oh, yeah.
The viewers could help you out.
Yep. And, Mixer had a whole lot of interactive stuff that was just brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
Make Mixer great again.
That's just mga.
Mga. Sounds like a chant.
Here we go. So as for the weight of that card, how did that feel?
Not very heavy at all. Definitely don't need an anti-sag bracket with this card. So even if you had one, it probably wouldn't reach it because the card's so short.
Gotcha. Yeah, again, I don't. Have we ever done a 50 series with a 2-fan before? I don't seem to remember ever seeing a 2-fan in the 50 series.
Maybe. I'm not sure.
One thing that I do remember that I have seen in some of these cards are when they are there's a liquid, an AIO on the actual the graphics card, and then I've seen in 2-fan.
Oh, okay, yeah.
All right, now here we go with our power supply. This is going to be an ASRock Pro 850 watt, 80 plus gold, and it is a specific type of power supply. Paul?
So this is a non-modular power supply. So all the cables are pre-soldered in, so you can't unplug them like you could in a modular. So Zach is bundling up and tying up the extras that we won't need. In this case, has a good area in the front of the power supply to store those. So if you ever need them, they're there.
Good question, Cosworth. Are the Founders Edition cards 2-fan?
I believe so. I believe like the 5080s are. The 5090s might be 2-fan. Sometimes they're like 3-fan.
How in the heck would you get? Oh yeah, I guess yeah. For the Founders Editions are that 2-fan base. That would just freak me out. It's just not enough fan. So with all of these cables, Zach, walk us through what to take a look at and how to manage this, because once you put this in, it's like an octopus.
Yeah, so we want to know how many PCI cables that we need, and then we need to know how many VGA cables we need, and then we'll need to know how many SATAs we need. So once we know those things, we can pretty much figure everything else out, and by doing that now, we can kind of pre-tie up before losing out on a lot of room down in that cable cave.
Like the cable cave. Yeah, my old gaming PC had a non-modular, and ironically, I don't know why this company did it, but they just shoved all the wires in there. There was no tie-ups, nothing. It was just a nest of cables, and I looked in there and thought, well, this is awkward. I had to replace my hard drive in it, so I had to open it back up. Okay, getting these all tied down. And these will sit where in the case?
Directly in front of the power supply. In this whole bottom section where you can see that PSU shroud, they'll sit under that.
Gotcha. Now, this slides in, and where it's fans, so we've got the exhaust and the intake.
Those are on the bottom.
Got it.
And intake is the bottom, exhaust is the rear.
Which brings me to a whole nother question. So, given that you definitely have some clearance there on the bottom to get that fresh air, what are some recommendations, Paul, that you would have for where you're going to put your PC?
Yeah, you just don't want to obstruct the bottom of the PC, especially where the power supply is going to be bringing air in. You want to have good airflow there, so just don't set it on anything that's going to block up any of those channels.
So no shag carpeting.
No shag carpeting. That is correct.
If you do have to put it on the carpet, use something to put it on so there's no risk of static, electric, anything. I use tiles. Some spare extra square tiles from redoing a kitchen years ago, and one underneath each foot, so I don't have to worry about anything crazy happening. All right, Zach, I've got to hand it to you. You are so meticulous about making this thing as organized as possible.
Thank you.
Yeah, it does. Well, going back to one of the first comments about the motherboard, the North Bridge and the IO shield and all that heat shielding, if you look at it kind of the right way, it looks like a top down of an office building or an office park. And I can never unsee that. A couple of PS2s. Yes, there we go. So, Paul, what's the difference between the North Bridge and the South Bridge?
So the North Bridge is going to be a little bit bigger, handles different processes than the South Bridge. I used to know all the exact technical breakdown of what the North Bridge handled versus the South Bridge, but we haven't really had to use that knowledge in many, many, many years, so it's just kind of faded away. But essentially, it's two chips that are under there. That's why they have their own heat sinks, two tiny processors that are under there handling that. So that's why you have heat sinks on them, but they're obviously not super powerful or anything, as they don't require like a fan to cool them. Just a passive heat sink is all it takes.
Gotcha. Nice. Okay, getting all these plugged in and plugged into the right spot. If you've never put together a motherboard before and you're setting yours up, please make sure that you read the instructions or get the case and for the power supply so that you know what to do and where in case. Yeah.
What to expect when you're expecting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yep. Okay.
Someone should
Looking
write a
snazzy.
book. Someone should write a book. Maybe turn it into a movie.
There you go.
I don't know.
$1 million idea.
Could help some people.
It could.
10-episode limited edition now on HBO Max.
Story written by Paul, Zach, and DJ.
I'm going to be the one with all the cheesy jokes.
I'll be the one with
But
all the
DJ,
cheese.
you can't handle dairy.
Got him.
I mean, yeah, you're right. I can't. Every now and then, I will forget to ask for like cheese, for no cheese on a burger.
And then it's the
then
best cheeseburger you've had in forever.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, it was. So it was a Gouda burger, and it never had. If you've ever had Gouda before, it's amazing. But yeah, like I love mushroom burgers. Like get mushrooms and potato onions on there. We've got some pretty good burger places here in Portland. One of the best is called Portland Burger, and it's the second chain that this cup was.
Hold on. Before you give any information about it, somebody from the outside has to ask a question to determine if this is a really good burger joint. Cash only?
No.
Oh, I don't know. You lost the star.
Well, this place has everything from milkshakes with liquor in it, and some of the wildest burgers you've ever come up with. There's one that's with it's called pulled pork, bacon, the burger. It's yeah, and a special barbecue sauce that is fantastic. It's the messiest thing I've ever eaten in my life, and I will hands down eat it every time I go in there. They used to have a peanut butter pickle bacon burger, which was astounding. Uh-oh. Now, notice that one has a smaller PCIe.
It doesn't matter the size of your PCI.
Yep. It can still fit in that giant slot. It's PCIe
So
by
you don't
8
have to
card
use
into a by 16
the whole slot.
Right.
Got it. Okay.
Hot dog in the hallway, baby.
Yes, Rutlero, this is a 5060 Ti. So. Okay, now. Getting that in. That is a really tiny card.
Hey, it's an average
Very.
card.
Yes, it's the 16 gig, Rutlero. By gigabyte. Gotta love some gigabyte. Absolutely fantastic. All right. You can see right there the top two fans. Now, are those top two fans at the top, are those exhaust or are those intake?
Correct. Exhaust.
Got it. Perfect. So we've got 3 blowing in, 3 blowing out. Perfect. Very even on that pressure right there. I'm sorry, I'm listening to the zip tie sounds. It's for some reason it's satisfying. Nice. That is super clean. Ta-da! Awesome. All right. So while they put the glass and the pieces back on, I'm going to take you on an adventure because we're going to go over and show you how you can get your hands on a PC just like this by heading over to clxgaming.com. There we go. At clxgaming.com, we try and make it as easy as possible for you to get the PC of your dreams. We have multiple different sizes, from scarabs all the way up to our raws, and you have multiple different options inside each of those categories. We've got everything you could possibly think of for PCs. We've got Intel, we've got AMD, we've got NVIDIA, we've got Radeon, we've even got some ARC. And it's all right here, which is perfect. And notice that little green button that says add to cart up there? Here's the thing. If you see that go yellow, it means something's not compatible. So this is one of the few that does this too. So if you select in this example, you select a card, and it's either going to say, okay, you don't have a power supply big enough for this card, so you can choose one of these power supplies, or you have to choose one of these graphics cards. Once you solve the problem, that little yellow button goes back to green, you're good to go. Here we go. Conflicts resolved. Hard drives, M.2s, all here. Braided cables, cable mods, which make your black cables change out, but that's for a modular. And and plus add-on cards, sound cards, capture cards for streaming. Yeah, lots of fun things. And then if we go over to the Foundry area, which is great, this is where performance comes in. Now, if you want to say get a custom loop, a custom open loop system, this is one of those places. We can take a look at all of our AIOs, which we have a bunch. You want to upgrade your thermal paste? Sure, we can do that. We can even overclock your CPU, your GPU, or both. And now my favorite section is the accessories. This is where I love this. All right, so first of all, this is going to be where you can get shirts like this. Be part of the CLX fam. Hats, windbreakers, all the fun stuff. All the fun stuff. Like I mentioned, we're a one-stop shopping center for everything you could need. So, you need a keyboard? We got them. You need a mouse? We got those too. We have game controllers, headsets, mics. We have Beacon mics and Beacon mix creates, which are great for any beginning streamer. They're fantastic to use. Speakers, monitors, all the way down. We've even got routers and a chair. So literally anything you could possibly think of. Now, I know that sounds a little bit overwhelming at times. So for those people who are just like, I don't know if I want all those options, that's where we go to our RTS section or ready to ship. These have already been pre-built and have been tested and are waiting for a home, and it could be yours. They come in 4 different flavors. You've got your entry, mid-range. Where's it at? Okay. Entry, mid-range, high performance, and then ultra-high, which means it's going to give you an idea of what kind of price tag you're looking at for some of the things that you want. You can go in and modify it, and it'll become a custom at that point. So, for all of your future gaming needs and PC needs, head on over to clxgaming.com and see what we can do for you. That was perfect timing. All right, so now from Macon, Virginia, let's get ready to rumble. Oh, that looks fantastic. Mm-hmm. That looks amazing. Oh my god. I actually kind of like this case. Now, since it's got its own fan controller, does that mean that the effects are something that comes as built in on the case?
There is a button on the case, yeah, and you will also have a remote that you can control it with. So there's a couple
Sweet.
different ways.
That is awesome. All right. So, as usual, this show happens in 2 different parts. In just a few minutes, we're going to take a quick break. And when we come back, you get to spend the afternoon with Zach as he continues to build more incredible stuff. The show happens every Tuesday and Thursday, starting at 11 a.m. Pacific. That's 2 Eastern. On Tuesdays, we are on Kick, Twitch, and YouTube. On Thursdays, we're exclusively on TikTok. You want to make sure you jump in there. For more information on everything CLX, you can check out our socials. That's YouTube, TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, and Threads at CLX Gaming. If you want to jump into our Discord, with a bunch of like-minded PC enthusiasts and gamers, that's discord.gg/CLX Gaming. So, with that being said, on behalf of Kyle and Jason in production, Paul and Zach, I'm DJ Blue PDX. Don't go away. We got more coming up after the break. We'll be right back.
Later, Gator.
18 Geo, we sell full builds. So if you want a full build, we can get you set up. What is up, Scooby Gang? I hope everybody had a fantastic weekend. I hope you guys are ready for an amazing week. Thank you for hanging out with me today. We are going to keep crushing this and just being awesome.